Went and saw ID42. Movie's getting a ton of hate thrown at it. And yeah, it actually deserves a good amount of that. But we're really mad when we go see a Roland Emmerich global disaster movie and it's got bad acting or characters in it. Because the last time I checked, we weren't really expecting No Country for Old Men from him. Okay, I like this movie a lot. But what's not to like about hyperglossed alien mayhem painted over epic scale destruction? Listen, I hate big CGI films that look weightless against the human actors. But if there is one thing that Roland Emmerich has conquered in the world of cinema, making big, beautiful, destructive forces seem natural. Stargate, Godzilla, 94 are all on point when it comes to both scope and scale. You can actually get a correct sense of size and dimension when things are happening in those films. And the ID42 has that as well. When the new super mothership comes to Earth, the time is spent to show the effect of a 3,000 mile wide structure interacting with our atmosphere. That's awesome! That's awesome! In what other movies do we get to see things like that? Once again, how much do we ask of our writers and directors these days? It's like going to the best Mexican restaurant in town and expecting them to make the best spaghetti as well. Directors like Roland Emmerich, James Cameron, Michael Bay, these guys have never been known for their character development. No one goes to a Transformer movie or Avatar to see thought-provoking narrative. It just doesn't happen. That's not what you're there for. That's not why you go. That's not why you go. These guys deliver high-end gloss on an epic scale. That's what they're there for. Boom, that. That's what they do. That. Big stuff. Like that. And epic scale visuals, which can, most of the time, at least be entertaining. And just know that while I may be sticking up for those three, I'm not sticking up for big dumb CGI movies in general. The separator in this being quality. I give no safe harbor for directors like Brad Peyton, who was responsible for last year's San Andreas. Or what Peter Berg did with Battleship in 2012. 2012, that's a Roland Emmerich film. Those are broke dick attempts at creating scale. Never do you for once find yourself believing what's actually happening on the screen. It's just piss poor, green screen shenanigans pasted over characters just fucking around. Just But I will say that Emmerich at least has the appearance of quality going for him. I think he went a little off the track there for 20 years. But this is a return to form for him, and sort of a face-saving attempt to make him relevant again. This isn't going to be anybody's favorite movie of the year, and if it is. But it sure as hell is entertaining enough to watch at least a handful of times. And yes, there's plenty that pissed me off in this film. For instance, the overuse of callback tropes. Some of the tropes work, like Pullman being used as a talk box for the aliens at Area 51. Characters saw that in the first film, thought about it, thought that was a way to communicate with the aliens, and then did it again. That makes sense. But the kids making their lone journey for safety without parental guidance? That seemed just shoved back in there. Like, I'm not saying that wouldn't happen again, but why show that again? That's there for no real purpose other than a blatant callback, and it does nothing to improve the film. It adds nothing to the story. It just burns time. My time. I want to see aliens shooting shit. It's my time. Mine. And some of the acting was god-awful. Jesse T. Usher. Can't be a real name. Can't be a real name. There's no way that's a real name. That dude delivered a travesty of a performance. If you're gonna try to follow Will fucking Smith, you better be willing to throw the entirety of your person into the role. Which he didn't do. And if he did, and it shows. Every time that dude jumps back on the screen, momentum just fucking dies. Liam Hemsworth is alright, I guess. He brings some charm to a legacy cast that's doing its best to replicate the charisma of the first. Thank God for Jeff Goldblum equaling out the overacting of Brent Spiner and Judd Hirsch. David, my David! Oh, I love this. There's a fucking 300-400 foot tall alien right over there. Are you shitting me you don't see that? Are you fucking shitting me? Could this movie have used Will Smith? Fucking yes. 1,000,000 times yes. But he's off searching for Oscars, and I completely understand why he wouldn't touch something like this with a 10-foot fucking pole. The concepts are really what saved this movie. They did my favorite sequel thing, world building. The ideas they built into this film give the old film a whole new life. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. The whole Queen aliens, excuse me, added a new level to the invaders, and further explained the hive mentality of those creepy, bug-eyed, biomechanical, mech'd-out psy-assholes. Giving them guns was a rather sharp idea. Added a flare of danger instead of them just being mindless aerial drones. Boots on the ground, that's scary shit. We didn't see that first time. Then we decided Will Smith punch one. And when the giant queen came down in her armor to tear shit up, that's tight. That's real tight. Alright, and spoilers. Okay, so to sum it up, Absolute, mindless, park your brain at the door, surface level entertainment. ID42 has plenty wrong with it. But it's got so much more right with its scale of action and slick aesthetics. Aesthetics. You can just go watch this thing and have fun. That's allowed. You can still do that. You can still fucking have fun at a movie. Big shit happens. Big things fall and get blown up. And it looks good while it's happening. And it's in context. And it doesn't fucking seem forced. And there's some charm to some of the characters. And it's okay to like that. Okay? I'm sorry. It's fine. If you need to go see Schindler's List every time you go to the fucking movies, you're not really a cinephile. Just a douchebag snob who doesn't know how to have fun. Fuck you. I'm sorry. That's not for all of you. That's just for that one guy. There's probably like 20 of them out there. It's probably like 1,000 of them. I'm sorry to you guys. Go see it. Go see it. Let's go see it. Go see it.